Hi everyone, I want to talk a little bit about a quite curious build that I have been playing on the PTR while it was still up. It ended a few days ago. So this is with the Barbarian using the new Arreat's law that was reworked for Raker builds. And this has a special effect that increases your maximum fury cap beyond the regular cap. So usually you have 100 and then you can get 50 from Paragons and you can get a bit more from some other sources. So it's usually around 150 to 200 and you can get plus 200 fury from this weapon. So in Raker builds, the idea is that you use this and get a lot of fury and throw a big rock that uses all your remaining fury, similar to like a Star Pact wizard, throw a big boulder, boom. But there are also some other skills on the Barbarian that can actually use this effect, namely Hodar and Seismic Slam. So this is the build you're seeing here right now. This is a Seismic Slam Rumble build using the Might of the Earth set, and this Arreat's Law and Weapon Throw. Now Weapon Throw is mostly the condition to actually get this higher fury cap, so it's not actually used in this build. It's just for actually allowing this whole mechanic to work. Usually Might of the Earth is played with Earthquake, but there is also a Seismic Slam variant that is very close in power, is like 2 tiers behind or something like that. So you can push with both on the Might of the Earth leaderboard. And now there is this. Now I gotta say, it doesn't really hold up to the regular Seismic Slam build. So as you can see, this is a rather low tier I'm doing here. It's not super optimized. I played this just for like half an hour or so, but it probably won't really get close to like the typical cold Seismic Slam builds. But it definitely feels quite interesting to do. So if you're looking for something fun to try out on your Barbarian next season around, especially if you want to play it anyway for groups as a support or because of the new Raker, you might just want to gather some of those pieces and try it out because the gameplay is actually fairly fun. So here we have Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac, and we try to reset our Wrath of the Berserker and Call of the Ancients and have them permanently up. And the Ancients, with the Fury of the Ancients rune, give you all your resources. So you can see my resource bar here. I have 350 max Fury, and it sometimes fills up in less than a second when you have enough monsters there. And then you do the big Seismic Slam Rumble, and you roll around to get Zodiac procs and reset your cooldowns. So it actually all really works well together and has a nice flow to it. It's not really a strong build, but definitely a nice curiosity that came out of this PTR. You can find the field plan that I made for this here in the description if you want to try it out for yourself. And secondly, I want to talk about Hammer of the Ancients, which I mentioned earlier. So it has this effect on all of its runes that you get 1% extra crit chance for 5 Fury. So when you have a cap of 350 Fury, you get 70% crit chance by default. And then you have your 5 base crit, 5 Paragons, and you have 10 from Wrath of the Berserker, so you're already sitting at 90% crit chance without any rolls on your gear. It's actually kind of hilarious to think about, but on the other hand, it's also not really powerful. The reason for that is that you actually reach close to 100% crit chance already on regular Hodar builds, and you don't even get that much out of rolling other things on your crit stats. So if you take the amulet, okay, you can take area damage there or attack speed, quite nice. Same with the gloves, I guess. And then you have the Convention and the Band of Might, and both of these rings actually come pre-rolled with crit and strength, and you can only roll off one of them. So if you want to roll off the crit, yeah, you get a bit of strength, nothing really exciting, especially once you reach a bit higher Paragons. That's almost useless here on the rings. And the same with the bracers, so there's nothing else that you can get really. So all you're really looking for is like 2 affix rolls and then a bit of extra stats. So on Hodar builds, I don't really see much potential here, especially counting in that you also have to give up your Echoing Fury, which is very important to just annihilate a high density pulse. And you also have to give up Battle Rage Bloodshed, which is a massive damage multiplier in high density as well. So for Hodar builds, not really much to be done with this mechanic. But potentially we might see some extremely fury hungry builds or something like this in the future where this mechanic could come back. In any case, despite it being so weak, I had a bit of fun with this build, and I encourage you to try it out if you're looking for something else on the Barb. This is already it for this video. Hope you enjoyed this one, and see you guys next time.